Hello, my name is Mustafa and this is MK Fingerstyle Academy. In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at Once Upon a Dream from the Sleeping Beauty. This is a fingerstyle arrangement for low G ukulele, and I've graded it as grade 4, which is excellent for beginners looking to transition into that coveted intermediate level. Judging by the period of this piece, expect the melody to be distinct and unique, almost aria-like. So it's your job to make sure the melody shines, is legato, and you have to make sure you watch out for its rhythm and contour. Underneath that melody layer, the harmony comes in and it is set in waltz rhythm. In case you don't know what waltz rhythm is, it is set to boom chuck chuck boom chuck chuck, or 1 2 3 1 2 3. Again, your challenge is to make sure you play the melody in a vocal-like attribute while sustaining the harmony in the waltz rhythm. If you're at the appropriate level, this piece should take you 4 weeks to learn and master. It's totally normal to spend 6 to 8 weeks, but the challenge would be to sustain your passion and motivation to learn this song for that duration. If it takes you only 2 weeks, then you should pat yourself on the back. You are ready to be in the intermediate level. As always, all the concepts that I discuss in this tutorial are covered in my Ukulele Fingerstyle Basics course. So if you're interested in fingerstyle and learning about all these concepts, whether you're an absolute beginner, a beginner, or even an intermediate student, then I am sure that this course is the right fit for you. You can check it out in the video description. And with that in mind, enough talking, let's get started. Alright, so Once Upon a Dream starts with 4 bars that set the waltz rhythm. In case you don't know what the waltz is supposed to sound like, it sounds like boom chuck chuck boom chuck chuck, or 1 2 3 1 2 3. And we're going to be going through the F major and D minor chords with your second finger on the 2nd fret, third finger on the 2nd fret when you need it in bar 5 to bar 8, and first finger on the 1st fret. And for the first 4 bars, we're going to be playing thumb on the bass and then middle index on the alternating notes. So that's going to be open, thumb, middle, index, thumb, middle, index, thumb, middle, index, thumb, middle, index. Now you don't want to play it flat. Make sure you add some sort of variety of dynamics as you play that, starting with loud, soft, soft. Notice how I drop my volume towards the end of bar 4. That's because I am setting up the beginning of the melody in bar 5 to bar 8. Now the melody in bar 5 to 8 is your 1st fret, open, 1st, and you can tell they're the melody because the stems are pointing up in the music sheet if you get them on music notes. They are the music notes that have the stems pointing up. Anyways, so we start with the 1st fret with our middle finger. And now to get that chuck chuck rhythm in the waltz, we're going to be using our thumb and index to play beat 2 and 3. And in this case, in bar 5, that's the F major. Open. That's the D minor chord with our 3rd finger on the 2nd fret. Thumb, index. Now you're going to hold your 2nd frets as you let go to play the open E string in bar 8. So from bar 7. There you go, you have the D minor chord already pressed. And then in bar 9, we're going to play open. Now you're going to use those open strings to make a position shift, so you play the 3rd fret with your 2nd finger, and then you're going to play the 5th fret with your 4th finger. And as a rule that I teach my students in Ukulele Fingerstyle Basics, since you have 2 notes on the same string, you're going to alternate your right hand fingers. So it's up to you if you want to go middle index, index middle, or using a ring. Doesn't matter, as long as you're alternating those right hand fingers. For me, I'm going to use my middle finger on the 3rd fret and then ring on the 5th fret. While I play that 5th fret, I'm going to set up a bar on the 2nd fret, and my 3rd finger, I'm going to set it up on the 4th fret. Notice how I use the word while. In other words, you don't wait until you finish playing the 5th fret to move. You have to anticipate that move in advance to ensure legato playing. Now you let go for that bar, and then you're going to use your middle finger to alternate to play that 3rd fret with your 2nd finger, and you're going to hold it. Notice how I sustained that vibrato to the end of bar 12 to make it look like I am playing. It just adds interest and makes sure you sustain the note in your ukulele. Now I'm going to use those last two open notes to kind of set up my fourth finger on the third fret on the first string, ring finger for my right hand, then middle index or index and thumb, up to you. Slide it down or position shift down. You have fourth finger on the second fret. I'm using my third and second. The reason you don't bar is because you need your first finger to be free as you go into bar 15 and play that G minor chord. Notice how I'm using my fourth finger and not my third finger on that third fret because I need my third finger to be free to play the bar chord. An alternate move is that in bar 15 you play, in bar 14 you play the second fret, and then in bar 15 you play the bar right away, and then in bar 16 you have the bar already ready. You could do that if it's hard for you to set up the bar in bar 16, but for me, I'm a fan of not barring, so I'd like to bar at the least amount possible. So I'm playing bar 15, and then I am barring. I use the open note to make a position shift, second finger on the third fret, then fourth finger on the fifth fret, then 3 and 2, first finger, slide down or position shift down. Now I'm going to use my second finger. Notice how I'm rotating my wrist to get that first fret on top of the first string. I do that so I don't lose my B flat note, so it sounds vocal, it sounds like everything is resonating. Versus, you know, if you do that, you have to let go of the B flat, which just sounds bad. You're going to use that open note to set up the third fret. Then back to bar 21, which sounds the same as bar 5. Now third finger, then you're going to use your fourth finger. Hold that second finger on the second fret. Thumb, index, ring, thumb. You're going to use your fourth finger for that. Notice how the second fret connects between bar 25 to 26. First fret. Then you can let go of the fourth finger and then the second finger. Notice how I'm letting go of them in series or in order. I'm not letting go of them at the same time to make it resonate. So in bar 26, and then I move my B flat to the second fret. Notice how I'm only moving my fingers when I absolutely need to. This is a golden nugget that you should always, always, always apply. Only move your fingers when you absolutely need to. Now I'm going to position shift to the third fret, F major chord, position shift to the fifth fret, D major chord, bar on the second fret, and then second finger, and I'm going to let go of the bar to make it easy for me to stretch back, and I'm going to stretch. I'm not going to just let go, I'm going to stretch to make sure that D note resonates as long as possible. Then it's third finger or second finger if you like on that third fret. Then you're going to kind of have to jump and cut everything. Jump and get to that seventh fret. Bar on the fourth fret. And then 5. And lucky you or lucky us, in the actual song, the singer slows down or adds a rubato significantly in this section. Which means, for the ukulele, we really get to take our time to make those shifts. You can add vibrato to make it interesting. Third finger, first fingers, position shift down. Then you're going to use your second and third here because you need your fourth finger to be free. Then you're going to use your fourth finger on the sixth fret, third finger on the fifth fret. This is important. Using your third finger, you're going to position shift back to the third fret. Then partial bar on the first fret. And then you're going to use that B flat major chord, stretch to the fifth fret, and linger there. So that sounds position shift, partial bar, linger, and then we've heard that before. Then you're going to play that finale, which is just an F major chord with the C. This is kind of an A minor chord with a C. And then you get to go back to bar 25 and play it all over again. And in the video on YouTube, what I do at the end, in the second time of the repetition, instead of playing that finale, what I do is I play the chord, so F major, and then I do pinch harmonics up on the 12th fret. So with the 3rd fret, that's pitch harmonics on the 15th fret, and then open, and then I play that A minor chord. I talk all about pinch harmonics in my Ukulele Fingerstyle Basics course, so you can check that out, or you can just YouTube pinch harmonics if you want to learn how to do that. They're not necessary, you can just play the chord. And then at the very end, I play harmonic on the F, which is not notated, it's just there as an embellishment. Alright, so if you haven't noticed yet, this piece is perfect for developing your technical and musical skills from the beginner into that intermediate level. Make sure you practice it slowly, follow the fingerings, follow the instructions, make sure you're in legato, and all I can do at the end is wish you best luck. My name is Mustafa, and this is MK Fingerstyle Academy. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.